Hey, what's up guys? My name is CykaHotFire, and today I'm pretty much going to be doing a rant on CSGO Trust Factor and how poorly made it is and what I think should change about it. So let's get right into it. So first of all, if you aren't really familiar with all of the factors that come into Trust Factor, I actually made a video on it before pretty much explaining everything and how you can kind of be able to fix your Trust Factor, and that video will be at the top of the description, so I highly recommend you guys check that out. But the first thing I want to talk about Trust Factor is how reporting somebody can lower their Trust Factor, and I'm not just saying this because it was in the patch notes, so I'll also link those in the description as well if you guys do want to check that out. But reporting somebody for cheating does lower their Trust Factor, so that's the first thing I want to go over. The reason why this is just such an insanely bad move by the devs, and I have no clue why they did it, is because I'm pretty sure we all know by this point, people that are not cheating are getting reported for cheating just because, you know, maybe they got a lucky kill through smoke, maybe they're like even smurfing or something and just like destroying you, and you just feel like reporting them for cheating because you're just getting so dominated. I can honestly say I've done this quite a few times, and probably they haven't been cheating 100% of the time. Now, the problem with this is if you're just a good player and you're getting reported for cheating, you're just trying to rank up and stuff, but your Trust Factor is going to keep going down and down and down. And the thing about your Trust Factor going down is it takes an extremely long time to fix from what I've figured out. It just takes a long time to fix. It is just not good at all. And an even bigger issue with getting it fixed is now you're playing with even more people with lower Trust Factor who may actually be cheating, like spin botting, stuff like this, like obvious wall hacking and stuff. This is what I feel like a lot of people have been faced with after being reported for cheating when they probably haven't been, and they're just getting reported for cheating when it's not really deserved. So I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Trust Factor in its current state is not where it needs to be, and it needs to be adjusted a lot. I've said this in my other videos, and my honest plan to fix it is doing something like ESEA does. If you guys aren't familiar with ESEA, or I believe Faceit may do this too or have a system similar to it, after every match, a pop-up pretty much comes on your team and it says, how do you rate your teammates? It says each one of their names, and you could give them a happy face, a like kind of medium face, or like a angry face. The reason I think this is so much better is because you're actually rating your teammates. The other team shouldn't be able to rate the enemy team. It's just a stupid idea. If they get like 16-0 or something, of course they're gonna rate them bad, just probably out of frustration. And I'd say I honestly would do something like this too. If the other team is talking trash in chat, I may even just like report them because, you know, I know it's gonna lower their Trust Factor. It's stupid. What this would do is it would pretty much make it so, let's say you're not queued with anybody. You're just solo queuing, trying to have a good time in matchmaking, which you're not going to have if you solo queue. I'm just going to say that right now. But anyway, we're getting off topic. So let's say match finishes, easy peasy, you got a win or something. It doesn't really matter what you got, but the pop-up comes up on screen and you can rate all of your teammates. Let's say you all give them a happy face. They were all good teammates. Nobody's toxic or anything. This would make their Trust Factor go up. It's simple as that. If you give them a frowny face, it goes down. And if you give them a happy face, it goes up. This would make it so it's actually based off the matches you play and not just being reported and useless stuff like that, because reports really don't mean anything. People can just report you really easily. It's not hard to do. And not only that, but they don't get punished for it if you aren't cheating and they just report you. Because to the person that reported you, it may seem like you're cheating at one point, but maybe you aren't. So it's not really their fault, but it's not your fault either, obviously. So the system is just really flawed currently, and it needs to be looked at least in the aspect of reporting the enemy team for griefing, and that should not be able to affect your Trust Factor. Like, you should just get sent to Overwatch for that. Honestly, the other things in Trust Factor I kind of agree with, like some things like having more hours in the game, this kind of affects your Trust Factor. Like, I feel like this kind of like goes against smurfing, which I think is another thing that the devs need to look at, because smurfing just completely ruins the game for new players. And let's say an account with like 10 hours, for example, smurfing just got into competitive. I feel like their Trust Factor should be lowered if they're reported a lot for cheating, because a player with 10 hours obviously isn't going to be good at the game. And if a lot of people are reporting them, their Trust Factor should go down, because smurfing just really makes the game not enjoyable for anyone, especially new players. But the thing about trust factor going down is you kind of get into these levels of just like, there's good trust factor at the very top, hard to get, but there is good trust factors. But if you keep getting reported, you're going to keep going down and down and down, and you're just going to keep playing more matches, and it's probably going to keep going poorly. You're going to play cheaters and stuff like that. So I feel like devs should add the system that I was talking about, as in you can like give your teammates good karma or bad karma after every game, and if you reach a certain amount of bad karma, you should honestly get a ban for maybe a couple of days. So instead of just being stuck at a low trust factor, you can get a ban and your trust factor goes up a bit, so you aren't just permanently punished from the game and just always play with cheaters. I feel like this would be a really good alternative, but you know, I'm stupid. Sometimes you guys disagree with me, and feel free to leave a comment if you have another good idea, because I'm sure you guys do. But besides that, that was my little rant about the CSGO trust factor system. So besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.